Hi, I'm Nathan, a member of the Fox River Christian Church. You know, whenever we depict angels in media, we often show a man with wings and a heavenly halo. It seems a bit too soothing, though. Biblically accurate angels seem to have a much different aesthetic. In the Bible, whenever an angel comes into the scene, people react with more horror than awe. Why is it that every single time an angel interacts with someone, they say, "Do not be afraid"? When Mary met her angel, though, I don't think that the angel telling her not to be afraid helped at all. This fear Mary had surely wasn't just because of how the angel looked either. Sure, it may started as a gut-punching dread at meeting an otherworldly being, but even after the angel leaves, the fear often doesn't. What an angel leaves behind, while not as visibly noticeable, is probably just as unsettling. Mary's angel left her two things: a beautiful promise and an unknown future. The unknown future, in fact, was as a result of the beautiful promise. We are more familiar with the beautiful promise, maybe because we want to be. And what a promise! After centuries of audible silence, God was finally sending himself to earth to save the world, and he was going to do it through Mary. Awesome. But even though it's an amazing, beautiful promise, I'm sure it immediately prompted uncertainty. After all, Mary was already engaged to a man named Joseph, and everybody knows where babies come from. How would a society which despised infidelity view a supposed virgin birth? While Mary was still not yet betrothed, when Mary would eventually engage in the census in her husband's hometown, it seems her in-laws didn't have any room for her, possibly out of spite. Mary probably had a few questions and felt very hurt. Would Joseph believe her? Would Joseph leave her? Would anyone actually believe that she had seen a real angel? Would Mary be okay? Mary's situation was a one-of-a-kind, completely unlike anything that had ever happened before. Some theologians actually specialize in just Mary and her life and spend years just studying her. But while none of us are working on how to handle a virgin birth and the effects of that, I'll bet that most of us are still asking questions much like Mary's. We're getting pretty close to the end of the year and the joy of Christmas and the time off school and work. We're looking forward to fun, and maybe it's just me, but I'm a little excited for the snow too. But still, as joyful and awesome and fun as Christmas can be, I think back of our minds, we say to ourselves, will we be okay? What comforted Mary in her time of asking, will we be okay though, was not a guarantee that Joseph would stay. What gave her comfort and courage was the promise of God and the presence of God. None of us ever got as spectacular a promise as Mary, yet we're in a similar boat as her. Our future is unknown and we worry about it. God's promises are sometimes just as troubling to us, and they are beautiful. And even at Christmas, we sometimes wonder, will we be okay? The answer? God is near to us. Gabriel told Mary that the Lord is with you. That's a God-given promise you can count on, and a huge comfort at Christmas time. God is near. Not only do we serve the same God as Mary, but we have the same word of comfort. Jesus actually said to his disciples and to us, "I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you." What's most frightening for me, I think, is thinking about this promise that Jesus gave to us, though, is can I really trust it? And will I succeed in a career? Am I going to end up doing something I hate? Where even is God sometimes? Am I doing the right thing? My fears aren't always the biggest things in my life, but when they are, it is a comfort to always know that God is near. Merry Christmas, everyone.